Welcome to Elevate with Bridget. Yes. Welcome to the space where you clear the noise, activate your great work, and work bold towards what you are born to finish, your dream. This place is a great place for dream achievers who want to achieve their dream. Come on and let's elevate. In today's episode, I am going to tackle things about what you have been saying to yourself, what people have said to you, some myths about this. And I know maybe you have heard of it or you are experiencing it. It is the myth of being ready. You know, I'm a dream person and I believe that you can achieve your dreams no matter the situation, be it financial, emotional, and a whole lot more. There are a lot of things that stop us from our way to the success ladder, to work on our dreams. We want to start a project and it's like you are stuck. Sometimes you don't even start. Some people plan on it decades ago, 2 years, 2 decades ago. It's not 2 years is it's still early. 2 years, 2 decades, 3 decades ago, some even 2 years, some even 5 years, and a whole lot more. But today's episode, I am going to tell you something that might cool your heart. That can cool your heart very, very well, and why you don't need that when you want to achieve your dreams. You know, there have been a myth that in order to be successful when it comes to the accomplishment of your dreams, you need to be ready. This is what I will have to tell you, that you don't need to be ready to show that you have that action. You don't need to be ready to perform that action. You do not, because how life is full of uncertainties. Sometimes you are certain that this is what I'm working on, everything is going on smoothly, and then boom, life happens. Life takes you on a somersault, and it means that you have to start again. And when it comes like that, are you going to stop working on your dreams? You don't have to stop working on that beautiful dream of yours. The dream you change your life and change the life of other people. Why do you have to wait? I believe that we have no time as humans because we don't know when the master call. When I say that, when the master call, when God will call us, death is inevitable. It will by all means happen. And I don't want you to regret saying that, or when you are on your sick bed, feel like death is carrying you along, and then you feel like, okay, people who will be on earth, people who will remain, people who you will leave behind should work on your dreams for you. It should be done by you, and there are a whole lot of people who will benefit from your dream, who needs their life to be transformed and changed because of the dream you have to work on. And I want to share some myths regarding why you should never be ready before you work on your dream. There's another myth of perfection, that everything has to be perfect. You don't need that perfect plan, mindset, or condition. What you need is the decision to show up in your imperfection, your flaws, your mistakes, your problems. Even when you are facing, let's say, anxiety, and you are able to control it a little, you don't need to wait for the anxiety to vanish 100% or to be clear out of your being 100% before you work on your dream. My dear, as I said, there are lots that you can work on your dream, even with that situation of anxiety. Maybe showing that though you are experiencing anxiety and then you are working on your dream can even motivate others who are experiencing that situation to also pull up from their seats, from their stuck seats, to work on what they have to work on. Another myth is that you have to be ready for your confidence. You don't need to be confident so much in order to work on whatever that you have to work on. Yes, you don't need to be confident so much. When I started working on this tag dream on my heart to help people to also work on their dream, I was not confident. I lacked a lot of confidence because of my upbringing, because of how I was taught, how the society taught me. I was not confident. But the mission of my heart made me learn to be confident in life. So what I want to tell you is that you don't need to be ready to always work on your dreams. In economics, they call something opportunity cost, where you provide an alternative, like you have to sacrifice a cost for another. So in life, it's filled with a lot of sacrifices, a lot of giving, a lot of receiving. If you give, you receive it. If you give out, you receive it. And there is a myth about this one. This one is what people often say to themselves. Let me just learn a bit more. This isn't the right time for me. I will start when I have more money, support, and time. When you start concepting something, there is one principle or one problem lingering around your mind, which is fear. I gave a quote in when you say that fear is a state of the mind. It's a state of the mind. It's a state of the mind. Okay, I said fear is a state of the menace, not the state of the mind. You know, the menace is an event that leads to things around you, making you to come into conclusion that, okay, then I have to learn more before I start. Maybe you have experienced something like some years ago, you tried to work on something, but you felt like, okay, then I have to start working. I have to start working on what I have to work on to be successful, to improve in life, to move on in life, to grow in life. Yes, to grow in life. The events you have experienced, it's made you to understand that, okay, I'm not ready yet. Let me be ready. Let me be ready because of the event, the situation I've been through. So fear comes in when you experience those things and your mind communicates to you about that menace, that situation. Yes. So I want to tell you that even in your fear, that's why I wrote win over the noise. I know that these are some of the things people say to themselves. Some are fear, doubt, imposter, events of economic recession, loss of a family member. Some of these things create noise in our head, discouraging us. And this book tells you that even in your imperfection, even in the noise you experience around you, you can still work on your dream. You can still focus. You don't need to be ready. You don't need to have zero noise, zero social media noise, zero doubts, zero imposter before you work on your dreams. No, I don't need you to do that. And it's not only me, a lot of authors, personal development enthusiasts don't want you to do that because your dream is at stake. Because life do change a lot. Like I said, anything can happen because it is life. It is life. The circumstances of life is uncertain. You can't define it. You can't be certain that this is what I achieved. Though sometimes we make precautions towards it, but you don't know what will happen tomorrow. They said, don't worry about tomorrow. Tomorrow will worry about itself. Yeah, so, and before I continue, I want to share something with you. You know, for the past, I'll say 6 months, I had a website where I post to reflect on things to see how I would do to help people. You see, so as the reflection happened, I realized that I wanted to do something. It's not only that my website would be just a landing page for my books, my podcast, but a place for transformation, a place for growth. So the new website has been channeled to bring growth. So I have a lot of resources on that website now. And my books, the main motive of writing more books, if you know me, you see that Bridget writes a lot of books. So since the transformation thing on my mind to help people to be a one-stop shop, if you need anything regarding your dreams, when you are stuck and you want solution, you find solution there. When you are troubled, when you are emotionally down, you are facing doubt, imposter, a lot of things fighting around your dream not to start. You can find in there. So I have different types of books. Like Win You is there to help you to find who you are. Lift It High is there to motivate you. Filled with 58 motivational messages to motivate you. That's all about my books.